here from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that you can always trust Trustmark Roofing to answer our phone. Need a free roof inspection? Just call us at 575-755-ROOF, and we'll answer with a live person, a real human being. Have a roofing project already going with us and need to discuss it? Just call 575-755-ROOF, and we will answer the phone. No answering machine, no voicemails, and no weird robot automated attendant. That's because at Trustmark Roofing, we're all about relationships and treating people right. That's true for customers and vendors and insurance companies and employees. Anyone and everyone who comes in contact with our company. So if you have any roofing needs at all, trust Trustmark to treat you right and to answer the phone. Our number again is 575-755-ROOF, or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Got a wedding, birthday, or quinceañera coming up? Southwest Printers can bring your invitation ideas to life. Southwest Printers specializes in one-of-a-kind invitations for weddings, birthdays, quinceañeras, or any special event. With a wide range of truly special, unique, and personal. And that's not all. Southwest Printers offers a wide variety of printing services. If you can think it, they can print it. Take your ideas to the next level with Southwest Printers at the southwest corner of 2nd and Pennsylvania in Roswell. Call 575-622-1820.
Every year, thousands of nursing home and assisted living residents face neglect and mistreatment. But as an ombudsman, you can be a voice for those who often go unheard. And we're looking for volunteers. Ombudsmen advocate for residents' rights and ensure quality care. It's an incredibly fulfilling experience. I know because I am one. Whether you're retired or just starting your career, your dedication and compassion will make a significant impact. Learn about volunteering as an ombudsman today at aging.nm.gov/volunteer. Sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
We interrupt your regular scheduled programming to bring you high school playoff sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com.
Here's to the windup is Martinez. There's going to be a ground ball through the middle. It's going to score two. Two RBI single on a first pitch breaking ball. Great job of hitting there by Abigail Aguilar. Just took a hanging breaking ball, shot it straight back through the middle, scoring Rodriguez and Davis.
Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Farmers Country Market, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, National Furniture Liquidators, Pecos Valley Equipment, Plateau, Richland Dodge, Richland GM, Roswell Honda, Roswell Hyundai, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, and Wakefield Oil. Now, on to the action.
It's a great time to buy a Kubota. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs. Get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,000 off an L3302 compact. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com. See us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2668.
All right, Jeff Gunn talking with head Colt baseball coach Brad Blackwell. Coach Blackwell advanced to the championship round of the Class 3A finals. Going to be playing against number 3 Robertson. Tell us a little about what you expect in this matchup.
You know what? We've been trying to get Robertson on our schedule for the past 3 years, and it's exciting that we're getting them at this point of the year. We're going to see their best. They're going to see our best, and I think it's going to be a fun game. Good matchup between the two of us. We'll have Tegan Maloney on the bump. Followed our pitching rotation just to the tee that we planned going into this, and he's excited. He's one of our captains. He's our ace, and I know he's been itching and waiting for this game.
All right, talk about the path there. All right, started off first game. You've got Barcenas who comes in. He's pitched 8.2 innings the entire season, and he comes in, throws a complete game shutout. What were your thoughts about putting him on the mound there to start the Class 3A finals or quarterfinals?
Barcenas came out game one through 7 complete innings, something that a guy like that with his mentality is fully capable of doing, and he just kind of meant for these moments. He was, I believe, district MVP in soccer. Scored a game-winning goal in soccer as a defender
For the state championship.
He's just a guy that's meant for these moments. He's also a 2-time state champ in soccer, so it's nice having those guys like that have state championship experience and on their resume, because that just brings it to the table with what we're trying to pursue and reach as a baseball team. Us coaches, we sat and talked about this decision for multiple days, and started with Barcenas, and we talked, gave different options, and then it ended with Barcenas. So I think that was a sign that we felt comfortable with him. The thing about Barcenas is, kid is just a bulldog. He'll do anything you ask, and he's the type of guy that likes those moments, and I feel like he thrives and does better in those situations. And kid is playing with multiple injuries, and he went out there and looked like he was his absolute best. And so just kind of a no-brainer for us to, especially going up a team that we've already played 3 times and beat pretty well 3 times. And we were like, shoot, why not give Barcenas the opportunity to do it? And to be quite honest with you, if you asked me, is he going to go 7 before the game started, I'd probably say no, because he only has thrown 8 innings. And the fact that, he went out there and threw 7 complete shutout was something special.
All right. Hitting was good, too. You won that game 9-0. A little bit tight at the beginning, but once we finally scored a couple runs, seems like everybody loosened up and the hitting started coming, too.
Right. And, it's been like that both games in this tournament. Seemed like, we kind of get off to a cold start a little bit offensively, but it's like once we crack that first hit, get that first run across the board, and, we feel like all the pressure's off or something, but it just takes one, and, we get multiple, and things get rolling.
All right. Semifinal round, bested West Las Vegas. This is a little bit different game. A lot of scoring in the beginning, and then it seemed like it, and then we kind of broke it open. Final on that one, 12-6. But Yeppies had the game pretty well in hand after the first couple of innings. Tell about his performance.
Yeppies came out, and he threw well. Strike zone was not in his favor for sure, but the main thing with him is he kept his composure. He easily could have, put his tail between, or his head between his tail. Is that how you say that? His tail between his legs. Anyways, but he kept his focus, and kid, he's a competitor as well. He's another captain, another senior. He's meant for these moments as well. He's a 2-time state champion in soccer, so he's used to this playoff kind of mentality. And I was proud of him to go out and finish it, and it was well deserved.
All right, hitting was again good. We scored some good runs, kept the game close in the beginning, and then had a big 8 spot, and got some clutch hitting from some guys who don't have the best batting averages on the team, but they got some RBIs and some good base hits. Scopelitas, Ortega, Barcelo, etc.
Yeah, those guys. Typically you look at our hitters and you think of 1, 3, and 8. But in that inning, in that big inning, we seemed like we batted around and almost everybody got a hit. Richard West came up clutch with a hit.
Clutch, yeah.
Absolutely. Ortega came up clutch. Anaya got on base. Obviously, whenever we're seeing the ball well and you get all 9 of your guys on base, you're going to score a lot of runs. And I feel like if we could just take that mentality going into tomorrow, everybody get on, everybody swing, everybody score, I think we'll be in good shape.
All right. So Las Vegas Robertson, the number 3 seed, they've got there to Ace, is going to be throwing. I think he's got about 32 innings or so, a little bit higher ERA than who they threw against East Mountain in that 3-1 win. But you've got Tegan Maloney on the mound. Talk about what he's been for this team this year.
Tegan has been, unreal for the 3 years I've been here, really all 4 years of high school. He's been, as a sophomore, district player of the year, junior co-district player of the year, and I think with a landslide is going to be district player of the year. he's just a kid that seems to be getting better and better as the games go on. He's another captain of ours. Knows the game of baseball really well. But on the mound, he's the best pitcher in 3A and maybe one of the top pitchers in all of high school baseball. He's a strikeout pitcher. He's leading the entire state in strikeouts with 111. And hopefully he's going to continue to add to that mark that he's made. But he's just a guy that you're up there, you just have so much confidence as a coach, and I know his teammates have a lot of confidence in him. He's up there, throwing his multiple pitches, and he's just dialed in, and there's not another guy I'd put up there in that moment than Tegan Maloney.
All right, talk about his bat a little bit. He had one that I thought was going to get out of here in Game 2 there versus West Las Vegas. But excellent performance to the plate so far in the playoffs for him as well.
Absolutely. I think last night he was 3 for 3. Today he was 2 for 3 with 2 intentional walks. He's just seen the ball really well. He's been very consistent all year, but I feel like towards his back half of the season, he just really taken off. And, kid is, when we talked at the beginning of the year, he's like, Coach, I want to win state. And I said, well, let's do it. And he showed me everything every reason why he wants to be holding that blue trophy tomorrow.
All right. Haven't talked much about the defense, but the defense has been incredibly solid. A few hiccups here and there, but Noah Martinez at third base has been solid. Scopolitas made an amazing catch in center field. Right. Rodolfo Anaya in Game 1 was lights out in right field. You've been getting great defensive play from pretty much everyone.
Right, and that's something that we talked about as a staff and as a team. And the last 2 years, our pitching has been great in the playoffs, but it's been our defense and our bats that have been a hiccup for us advancing. And I don't think we've had to knock on wood. Our defense has been amazing so far. It's been lights out. Our in and outs have been the best we've taken all year, and our sticks have been on about as good as they've been. And you throw our top notch pitching in, could be almost impossible to beat.
Excellent. All right. Any final thoughts as we wrap up this pregame stuff, Coach?
What?
Thanks, Jeff, for that interview with the coach. We are moments away from opening pitch for your championship game here with New Mexico Military Institute. Coming up right after this.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Welcome, baseball fans, to the Nusenda Credit Union 3A State Championship. Rosters and players have just been announced. We'll have the national anthem. This is Coach Henry Villarreal, and I'm glad to be joined by Sports Information Director from New Mexico Military Institute, Jeff Gunn, today for this 3A state championship game between the New Mexico Military Institute Colts and the Las Vegas Robertson Cardinals. Your defensive lineup for the Colts today, out in left field for the Colts, Nicholas Barcenas. I have Barcenas in right field. And Michael Ortega in left field. Right, Barcenas is the left field.
Yes,
and
sir.
out in center field is Constantino Scopoletis. We'll get that corrected, but I believe that's it. Lineup-wise and rule-wise, the numbers don't matter. They're out in the outfield. It's the hitting order that matters. Around the infield from third to first, at third base, senior Noah Martinez. At shortstop, senior Javier Yepes. At second base will be sophomore Rodolfo Anaya. And at first base, Grant Maloney, Jr. Where's number 15? Your battery for the Colts today. Behind the plate is junior Nicholas Barcelo. And on the mound, senior number 5, Tegan Maloney. The Colts will be facing the Robinson Cardinals. The Colts were the number 1 seed in this tournament, and the Cardinals were the 3rd seed in this tournament. The conditions today may be not quite as ideal as it's been on Thursday and Friday. The winds are picking up, blowing straight out. Maloney will be facing leadoff hitter, junior left fielder Elijah Ortiz. 2-hole will be senior number 5, Connor Bonney. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Followed by senior number 24, Brian Lucero. He plays shortstop. And we'll pick that up from there. Maloney has just now finished his warm-up tosses. And we will begin this 3A championship game. It is Championship Saturday. Champions from the 2A division, the 3A division, the 4A division, and the 5A division will be crowned today. 1A was crowned yesterday. The Magdalena Steers beat the Gateway.
Santa Rosa got the game before us.
Right.
They are the 2A state champions.
Santa Rosa 2A. There's the first pitch fastball from Maloney, 2-seamer, called strike 1 on the outside corner.
Good eyes out there, Coach, too, because that is definitely Barcenas in right field. So a last-minute switch there on the lineup card by Coach Blackwell.
Fastball, 2-seamer again, called strike 2 on the outside corner.
Well, and considering we've got a left-handed batter up here first, it may be that he wanted Barcenas
There's
there.
a swing and a miss on a changeup down. Swung over the top, and it's Maloney's first strikeout of the game for out number 1. Down goes Elijah Ortiz.
Great way to start it. Pretty efficient. He's got 120 pitches here, plus a little extra to finish up any batter, right? Yep.
As long as he hits the 120 mark and the number of that, but Tegan very efficient. I doubt he's going to need that. There's an elevated fastball swing by Bonnie, and he fouls it off.
What is the average number of pitches? High school 7-inning ball game-ish, if you were to go complete. Well, even if you don't go a complete game.
I mean, depending on how efficient the guy is, you're probably looking at 90. And Maloney doesn't get on top of a breaking ball there, and he hits Bonnie in the left hip. It'll be a base on, not a base on balls, but a base runner on hit by pitch. So the Cardinals with the runner at first base. You know, you look at the efficiency of Big Jack Byers yesterday for Artesian. He finished that game in less than 90 pitches, no walks.
Okay.
You get that, and it can happen in less than 90, but I'd say somewhere in the 95 range.
Fair enough.
Maloney will be working his first time from the stretch here. Comes set. He's now facing Brian Lucero, shortstop, and he hits him. Not on top of fastball. It runs up and in, and he hits his second batter in a row. And with 1 out here in the top of the first inning, the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position.
Struck the first batter out and did it in like 3 pitches, right, Coach? And then goes back in 2 straight HBGs.
Two straight plunks, and
Just a little too much adrenaline maybe out there, or what are you thinking?
Could be, maybe pulling off a little bit. I mean, he's counting on that two-seamer, and he's just not on top of it. It's running in on these right-handed hitters. That first hitter was a left-hander, so he didn't have to worry about it. There it is. Two-seamer down the heart of the plate. Barcelo, I like what he did there. He set up away, tried to steer his pitcher away, and it's strike one on junior catcher Brennan Diesler. There's a breaking ball in the outside corner, misses just wide, evens the count at 1-1.
Diesler comes in with a 446 batting average on the season, 76 plate appearances, 56 at-bats.
There's a jam shot. It's going to be a flare out into left field. Going to test the arm of Ortega. He airmails everybody. Going to be extra bases.
Mistake there by Ortega. The play at the plate was not going to be available, and that just gave up third and second base, so no force anymore.
Yes, want to see Ortega hit the cutoff man there so they could have held Diesler over at first base. Instead, Diesler has an RBI single and gets credit to second base on the air on the E7.
Barcelo now going in. I think there's something wrong with his catcher's mask, so gets a replacement, and he'll be back out there.
Little technical difficulty here, but Maloney with a great pitch in there. He jammed Diesler on it, but Diesler's a big, strong kid, and he fisted that ball out in the 5-6 hole and was able to get out there and have an RBI single there. That'll bring up Diego Mays. He's a freshman, plays third base. There's a first pitch fastball. Four-seam type look right there. He called strike one on Mays.
Mays, 283 hitter there for the Cardinals on the season.
And Diego Mays starts a string of Diegos. We have Diego Marcos Vigil hitting next and Diego Jaramillo in the hole. Barcelo out to visit. Don't know if there was a cross up there. Maloney, maybe one of the higher velocity kids that you're going to see in 3A. Definitely in the high 80s. Maybe could even touch in the low 90s. Hasn't reached back for all of it yet here early. Like to see that. Here's the delivery. Good two-seam fastball. Bends back over the plate, and he's up on Mays. 0-2.
Well, on the season, Maloney pitched 59.2 innings for the Colts. 8 wins on the season as well, with a sub-1 ERA.
That's good. There's a swing and a miss on an elevated fastball, and Maloney has his second strikeout of the game for out number 2.
Also told by Brad Blackwell that he is leading Class 3A in strikeouts in those almost 60 innings. 111 strikeouts, making 113 now.
Well, that's you can just tell with Maloney's stuff here. He's going to be a tough customer to deal with. And there's a first pitch fastball to Diego Marcos Vigil, the first baseman for the Cardinals. He takes it on the outside corner for strike one. Like the idea of Teagan using the two-seamer on the outside edge and letting it bend back over. There's the four-seamer in underneath the hands, and he jams Vigil for strike two, fouled off straight back. Runners on the bags, Brian Lucero at third base, and Brennan Diesler out at second, and the Cardinals with a run lead here in the top of the first. Oh, and there's a good four-seam fastball called strike 3, and Maloney strikes out the side.
I think Vigil was sitting curveball on that one. The outside fastball didn't even make a motion towards it, kind of froze him, and great pitch there by Maloney.
Exactly, and I think for these Cardinals hitter, if you're sitting and trying to attack Maloney's curveball, you could have a long day. You're just going to have to gear up for this.
I'm with you, Coach.
For the Cardinals, in the top of the first inning, it was one hit, one Colt error, 2 runners left on base, and 1 Cardinal run. At the end of a half inning, it is the Robertson Cardinals 1, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 0. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
Attention Roswell Coyote fans. Do you love your car? Well, Roswell Hyundai wants to help you keep your current car with a lower payment. Introducing Refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai wants to help you refinance your current vehicle with rebates and discounts to lower your payment. If you're ready to upgrade, Roswell Hyundai has a fresh inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. With special financing available, Hyundai can help regardless of your credit with I-10 accepted. Don't forget, all new Hyundais come with a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty and 2 years of free oil changes. So upgrade your ride or refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd, a proud supporter of Roswell Coyote Sports.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Welcome back to the Nusenda Credit Union 3A State Baseball Championship here on the west side of Albuquerque. It's a windy day here out at Jennifer Reardon Baseball Complex. For the Robertson Cardinals, defensively, out in left field from left to right, in left field is Elijah Ortiz Jr., in center field, sophomore Diego Jaramillo, and in right field, Isaiah Rivera Mestas. On the infield, at third base, around to first, freshman Diego Mays. At shortstop, Brian Lucero. At second base, Nathan Birch. And at first base is Diego Marcus Vigil. On the mound for the Cardinal is Connor Bonney. His battery mate today is Brennan Diesler. Leading off for the Colts will be Javier Yepes. It's a first pitch fastball, misses down and away. Ball 1 on Yepes. Yepes with a complete game victory yesterday in the semifinals.
Actually didn't get the complete game. Remember, Rodolfo Anaya came in to pitch that last one.
That is correct. Anaya got the last 3 outs. There's another fastball, misses extremely wide. Ball 2 on Yepes. Yepes, a left-handed hitter. There's another fastball, misses down at his feet, and it's 3-0. The Colts will be looking to get that 1 run back. They surrendered. Similar to yesterday, though.
Yeah.
They fell behind to West Las Vegas.
But came right back and took the lead and then surrendered it again and then got it back again.
It was a seesaw game for a little bit, and there's a breaking ball that misses down low, and it's a 4-pitch base on balls to Javier Yepes. Yepes, a definite threat on the bases, good speed.
And the pitcher wants a timeout here as he's going to go run into the dugout. So he saw maybe he wasn't wearing a piece of gear that he likes or something.
Could be, don't know. Pitch comm maybe, I notice. The Colts use it, don't know if the Cardinals use it. Yepes
We
with...
do not, and I'm surprised because we use the watches for baseball at the college level. But I guess Coach Blackwell hasn't gotten to that stage just yet.
Well, when I went down to visit the third base dugout, I just noticed one of the coaches wearing an earpiece. Didn't know if they were using it or not.
Well, maybe they did, and they've got it on the back. That's the one that goes on the back of the catcher's chest protector,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I take that back. Maybe we are, and I didn't know about it, Coach.
Could be. I mean, all this, I'm a technological dinosaur, so, in my coaching days, the risk coaches were high tech and, numbering charts, numbering a million pitches to try to signal in numbers was the high tech way back then.
I remember that. We had just started doing that too, and I'm like, what the heck is 1483? And I'm looking at the wristband and trying to figure out and decipher that. And yeah.
There's a pick attempt of Yepes. He dives back in safely. Now hitting for the Colts is junior left fielder Michael Ortega. Ortega takes a fastball in the inside corner, call strike 1. Good take there for Ortega as his teammate Yepes saw 4 straight balls. We want to give Bonnie an opportunity to continue to throw balls. There's another fastball. It's hit sharply down to third base, and it's by the third baseman, and Ortega will reach first base on the E5.
Good strong contact by Yepes. It had a nice little hop to the third baseman, but he just had hit in his glove and bounced out and then went behind him. And E for the Cardinals as well.
Error on the third baseman. That is Diego Mays, and Ortega is on. He made good contact there. Yepes was moving on contact, now hitting the starting pitcher for the Colts today, senior, number 5, Tegan Maloney. Dangerous man at the plate. There's a fastball, misses wide.
No surprise, going to probably try and keep Maloney on the outside. That's the way I would pitch him if I was forced to.
That's a good idea. Maybe get a weak ground ball out of him. He makes good contact. In the few ball games I've seen Tegan, he's not afraid to use the opposite field.
That's right.
Of course, yesterday in the power alley, he hit a ground rule double and then hit a bomb and hit right at the base of the fence with a strong wind blowing. It's 2-0. Now it's 3-0. 3 non-competitive pitches. Could be an attempt here just to pitch around Maloney here early in the ball game.
Not a lot of walks. Bonnie has 40.2 innings pitched thus far this season for the Cardinals and only 8 walks, 32 strikeouts, and a 3.92 ERA.
There's a fastball, misses wide, and it's a 4-pitch walk. And the Colts here in the bottom of the first inning now have the bases loaded. Yepes at third, Ortega over at second, and now Maloney over at first base. And this young man coming to the plate has had a really good tournament hitting behind Tegan Maloney. That is center fielder Constantino Scopoletti's. Yesterday maybe had 3 or 4 RBIs in that ball game.
Certainly did. He was hitting at exactly 250 coming into yesterday's game. Average now up to 277. So he did. I think he went 3 for 3 yesterday, Coach.
There's a 2-seam fastball, curves back, bends back over the outside corner, call strike 1 on Scopoletti's. The Cardinals will play the middle infield back. They will surrender a run on a ground ball to the middle. Corners are in. There's a fastball, misses wide. 1-1 the count on Constantino Scopoletti's, the junior center fielder for the Colts. Where's number 13? Right-handed hitter.
It seems like a lot of the kids in the batting average yesterday did a good job, especially those ones that haven't been hitting the ball quite as well. They really seem to be firing on all cylinders right now, up and down the lineup.
There's the slow bender from Bonnie, breaks over the heart of the plate, and Scopoletti's is down 1-2. There's a fastball in, 2-seamer, and it got in under Scopoletti's hand. He did a good job to foul that off, staying alive here.
That's all you can do on that pitch. Tough one on the inside, but it could be called a strike. You got to try and foul it off and get another pitch.
Right, got to live another pitch here. Bonnie now in the full windup. There's a high foul ball to the left side. Thought that ball was gonna kind of deceiving from my point of view here, but it was extremely foul. So Scopoletti's still in the 1-2 count. Bonnie, another 1-2 delivery to Scopoletti's. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
Nice pitch.
For out number 1. Good curveball, started on the plate and finished off. And that'll bring up Nicholas Barcelo, the Colt catcher.
Barcelo with a pair of hits and an RBI and 1 run scored in yesterday's contest. He's starting to heat up as well.
Here's the first pitch from Bonnie to Barcelo. It's a fastball, and it's laced
to
third base. This is going to be 2 runs, and there's a big-time error out in left field. This will clear the bases. Barcelo hits second, and he's heading for third.
No, go
and
back.
Coach Blackwell does a great job and sends it back. It's a bases-clearing single for Barcelo. And it's going to be a error. He gets to second base.
Barcelo was he made no attempt to stop at third base until he finally looked at Blackwell about 4 steps towards third, and Blackwell's like, no, go back, and it's a good thing he did. He would have been probably dead to rights at third base.
Barcelo will be credited with 2 RBIs there. Maloney will score on the E7.
pinch runner there in at second base as Barcelo gets a round of applause from the fans there.
That courtesy runner yesterday was Caden Carter, so I'm assuming it's him.
That's who it is, yes, sir.
Now up at the plate with a runner in scoring position is Noah Martinez, the Colt third baseman. And there's a breaking ball, misses just in for ball one. And just like yesterday, the Colts fell behind early and used the bottom of the first to gain the lead.
That's kind of been the difference, especially in the second half of the season and, all throughout the playoff runs and district as well. The Colts really have started to just put the bat on the ball, Coach.
There's another breaking ball. This one misses high. 2 balls on Noah Martinez. At this level, you really cannot afford to have outfield errors and a big one there. And there's a ball fouled off straight back here. Anybody looking for baseballs can make a trip out to the Jennifer Riordan Baseball Complex.
Man, there's a million up here in the screen, Coach.
It looks like we just had a hailstorm here, and they were all baseballs. The count on Martinez is 2 balls and a strike. Runner Carter at second base. Another fastball in, and he fouled it off straight back. Good pass by Martinez on that. He had a good swing there. Evens the count at 2-2. Just did not barrel that one up. See if Bonnie goes to the breaking ball here. That's been his put-away pitch. He's been starting it on the dish and finishing it off to these right-handed hitters. And he does throw the breaking ball, but it misses in. Robertson catcher Diesler tried to frame that into a strike, but it was inside to Martinez.
Diesler got a little bit more of a stand-up catcher approach, at least on that last pitch, and I always worry about that kind of screening the umpire.
There's a one-hopper back to the mound. Tricky hop there, but it's fielded perfectly. Carter advances to third base. It looks like it hit maybe off that little runway out to the men's softball pitcher's rubber there, but a fine job by Bonnie to stay focused and get out number 2 on the 1-3 put out of Noah Martinez. Now hitting senior DH Richard West. This will be the third left-handed hitter that Bonnie is faced in this bottom of the first inning.
Richard West was scheduled to be one of the starting pitchers for the Colts at the beginning of the season, had some arm injuries, and found his way into the DH role for the Colts and has done a very good job.
There's a backdoor breaking ball called strike 1 to West. Bottom of the first here, the Colts with 3 runs across. Here's the wind and delivery from Bonnie. Good 2-seam fastball on the outside edge called strike 2. Bonnie quickly back to the rubber. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball, and it's flared to the left side. It's going to be out of play. We'll do 0-2 once again. For Robinson on the infield. Mays at third. Lucero at short. Birch at second. And Marcos Vigil at first. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Change up, and it's hit sharply out to second base. It's fielded cleanly. And West will be out number 3 on the 4-3 put out. For the Colts, in the bottom of the first inning, 1 hit, 2 Cardinal errors, 1 man left on base, and at the end of 1 complete, and 3 Colt runs, at the end of 1 complete inning, it is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 3, the Robertson Cardinals 1. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
Are rates and inflation getting you down? Roswell Nissan thinks 0 is a much better number, as in 0.0% on brand new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, and low rates on brand new Armadas, Rogues, and Altimas. Roswell Nissan is the home of the largest used car supercenter in the state. A massive selection of trucks and SUVs, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. And now through May 31st, get no payments for 90 days, and payments as low as $199 a month. Think low, think 0 at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
National Furniture Liquidators Power Buy. It's exceptional value and quality at the best price. 5-piece queen bedroom and exceptional buy at just $4.98. Sectional with storage case and pull-out bed, just $5.99. 7-piece dining room, unheard of at just $2.97. Ashley brand reclining sofa or love seat, just $4.86 each piece. Higher buys throughout the entire store, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. National Furniture Liquidators when it comes to value, quality, and selection.
Nobody beats Shorty.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Nissan Credit Union 3A State Baseball Championship here at Jennifer Reardon Baseball Complex. There's a first pitch fastball from Tegan Maloney to Diego Jaramillo for a call, strike one. Diego Jaramillo, sophomore, wears number 20. He's playing center fielder for the Cardinals. There's a fastball down and away, ball one.
And you can probably hear it. The wind is definitely picking up here.
The winds are picking up, blowing straight out here. If you can hear that in our mics. There's a breaking ball. Maloney misses wide for ball two on Diego Jaramillo. We have had near picture-perfect conditions the last 2 days, and here it is on Championship Saturday, and strong winds here on the west side of Albuquerque. There's a fastball. This ball's going to blow back in fair. Grant Maloney cannot field it out in shallow right field, so it'll fall foul. 2-2 is the count on Jaramillo. I thought that ball was destined for out of play for sure off the bat.
And the wind just pulled it almost back in, but good job by Grant Maloney to stay with it. Couldn't quite get to it, but good job sticking with the ball.
Here's a 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses down and away. Ball three. Maloney's first full count of this ball game. Here's the wind, the full count. Fastball painted four-seamer on the outside corner. It is Maloney's fourth strikeout of the game. And the 3A strikeout leader in the state continues to build his numbers here. Out number one, a strikeout. Now up to the plate will be Nathan Birch, the junior second baseman for the Cardinals. Birch, a right-handed hitter, fastball at the belt, call, strike one.
Birch on the season, just a 180 batting average, but he has scored 17 runs for the Cardinals, been able to get on base effectively.
There's Tegan's first effective breaking ball right there, gets the swing and the miss. He's up 0-2. Good job on the 12-6 curveball there by Maloney. Painted fastball in the outside corner. Another strikeout looking by Maloney.
I wish we had a gun on that pitch. That one looked quick.
That definitely in the high 80s minimum, Jeff, if not touching 90.
Tough to hit at the 3A level, no doubt.
That school that Tegan is committed to is going to get a heck of a ball player. Now up at the plate for the Cardinals is Cassius Escarel. He takes a first pitch fastball wide for ball one.
Just a little bit off the plate on that fastball. Tried to get him to go fishing a little bit, roll over the top.
Escarel, the senior DH. There's a fastball on the inside now. 1-1's a count. Looks like Tegan may be going to the four-seamer more in these conditions.
You get a little more control with that then, Coach? Is that?
It does. And there's another good four-seamer. It misses just down. Must have been just down for ball two. Yes, and I mean, early on, Tegan had a lot of movement horizontally on that two-seamer. There's a breaking ball at the belt, called strike two. That one looked more the slider type there.
I was going to say, it seemed like it had a little more speed than a typical curveball off speed, but
here's a 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the elevated fastball, and once again, Maloney strikes out the side for his sixth strikeout in this ball game.
Let's see if the Colts could get something done on the offensive side, extend this lead, give Maloney a little bit of breathing room out there on the mound.
For the Cardinals in the top of the second inning, it's zeros across the board. No hits, no Colt errors, no runners left on base, and no Cardinal runs at the end of 1.5. The New Mexico Military Institute Colts 3. The Las Vegas Robertson.
Las Vegas Robertson.
Las Vegas Robertson Cardinal 1. We'll be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this short break.
Check out some of the Markdown Madness specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. 30-count variety packs of Capri Sun are $7.98 each, and boxes of Kraft Original Mac and Cheese are 5 for $5. In produce, Farm Fresh Super Select cucumbers are 3 for $1, and 5-count bags of Haas avocados are $2.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless beef top sirloin steaks are $6.99 a pound, and family packs of bone-in sirloin cut pork chops are $1.49 a pound. These are just some of the Markdown Madness bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Attention Goddard Rocket fans. When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits that you thought possible. The new 2024 Honda Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of the Roswell Honda Rugged Trail Sport lineup. Roswell Honda, proud supporter of all Goddard High School sports.
Welcome back, baseball fans. We're here at the windy Jennifer Reardon Sports Complex.
No doubt.
On the west side of Albuquerque, it is the Nusenda Credit Union 3A state championship. At the plate, we've missed 4 pitches. Grant Maloney is down in the count, 1-2. He took a first pitch breaking ball, fouled off a fastball, and took a fastball wide for ball. There's a breaking ball, fouled off to the right side. We'll do the 1-2. Once again, Maloney has been one of the hottest hitters this entire tournament for the Colts.
Certainly has. Had 3 RBIs in the first game, went 2 for 2 with another RBI and 2 runs scored yesterday.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hits Maloney square in the back. Great job by Grant just turning and winning this at bat. He wears it right between the 1 and the 5. And with nobody out, the Colts have the leadoff hitter on base, threatening to extend this lead in the bottom of the second inning. Now hitting sophomore second baseman, number 3, Rodolfo Anaya. Good lead by Maloney over. Dive back, there's a pick attempt by Bonnie, and Grant dives back in safely.
Anaya did not have a hit yesterday, but scored 2 runs and also drove 1 in, so very effective at the plate as well for NMMI.
There's another pick attempt, and Maloney dives back safe. Yes, Anaya was the benefit, I believe, of a benefactor of a couple of E2s. The catcher for the Dons could not complete strikeouts, and Anaya runs well. Here's Bonnie's first delivery. Shows bunt. It's laid down foul. Rodolfo may be a little quick out of the box. Just wants to get this ball down here and trust his speed. His agenda here is to advance Grant into scoring position. Well, I like the sound of this. The winds have died for just a second.
They did. Let's hope it continues. I blame Dusty Young, NMAA, for ordering the weather incorrectly for today.
There's another bunt attempt, and Anaya attempted to bunt a ball that was well outside the box, and he bunted it foul. He's down 0-2. Let's see if Coach Blackwell keeps the small ball on here. Try to put some pressure on this Robertson Cardinals defense. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Back pick attempt, and Maloney is back. Out number 1 on the strikeout swinging of Anaya.
Once again, that curveball to get the strikeout pitch, that seems to be his strikeout pitch. And so if I'm a Colt sitting with 2 strikes, I think that's what I'm going to be sitting on.
Yes. That'll bring to the plate senior shortstop, number 1, Javier Yepes. Yepes walked in the first and scored. Here's the first pitch from Bonnie. Fastball misses wide, ball 1. Yepes scored on the Barcelo 2 RBI single in the third. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball misses just up high, 2-0 on Yepes. Yepes needs to keep his swing normal, not think, well, in this wind, if I can elevate a ball, I might have a chance.
Yeah, exactly. You start thinking about things like that, and that's not necessarily the best thing in the world.
There's another fastball miss, and it's 3-0. And in Yepes' 2 at-bats, he has now seen 7 balls. Hasn't seen one close to the strike zone yet. There's ball number 8 on Yepes, but it's a 4-pitch walk to Yepes, and now with 1 down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, the Colts have a runner in scoring position in Grant Maloney. Now hitting junior left fielder Michael Ortega. Ortega hit a sharp ground ball down to third baseman Diego Mays, and Mays could not handle the hot shot, and it got by him. And Ortega reached first base. Going to have a quick pitching visit here. The Robertson Cardinals, I believe, are taking the right approach. I wouldn't describe Bonnie as a pitcher that has high velocity.
No.
And the scouting report on the Colts has been to approach them with soft stuff, secondary pitches, to get them out in front, get them out, keep Yepes and Maloney off the bags. And Bonnie seems to be that guy, but he's struggling to find the zone a little bit today. Or maybe it's a credit to the Colt hitters being good and patient up there and having command of the strike zone. Here's Ortega. We're back to action here. Bonnie steps off and looks Maloney back. No throw. The Cardinals defense is double play depth up the middle. There's a fastball in the outside corner called strike 1. Good take by Ortega. That pitch appeared to be a little wide.
I thought so too, Coach, and he hasn't really been calling the outside corners a whole lot.
There's a fastball, and it's jammed under his hands. This ball's going to blow back fair, and just out of the range of Diesler and the first baseman, Diego Marcos Vigil, just could not get it. That ball fell just shy of the Robertson dugout, and it's 0-2 is the count on Ortega.
Nice little slide attempt at the catch there by Diesler. His first baseman was coming in. They avoided the collision, but weren't able to get the catch.
That is true. Good effort there. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and it hits Ortega square in the back. The bases will be loaded for an 0-2 hit in the back. What a pitching coach's nightmare there. Yepes down to second. Maloney over to third. And Tegan Maloney up at the plate.
Bases loaded.
Bases loaded. No way to pitch around him unless you just want to give up a run here. Maloney is last at bat. Saw 4 pitches. Here's the wind from Bonnie. Fastball bounces in. Good block by Diesler. Ball 1 to Maloney.
Well, out of the windup, does Coach Blackwell do the attempted steal of home plate again? Probably not with Maloney at the plate and only 1 out.
I think Grant's a little bit different base runner than Yepes. There's a backdoor breaking ball. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1 on Maloney. The Cardinals are still at double play depth. The corners are in. There's a fastball in under his hands, and it's off the fencing in front of the Cardinals dugout. Maloney down in the count, 1-2.
Good pitch on the inside part, and probably too far in for Maloney to be able to do anything but hit that foul like he did.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Timeout.
Ball came out onto the field, so one of those balls up on the screen the wind decided it wanted it off of there.
It's only got about 5 more to go right there on this part that we can see.
Yeah, exactly.
1-2. Good job by the home plate umpire to get that done before Bonnie delivered the pitch. We're back to 1-2 here. Maloney on top of that plate, looking for a fastball, and it's a changeup that misses down and away. 2-2 is the count now on Tegan Maloney.
Another good pitch there. That one low and outside, as Coach was talking about. Tried to get Maloney to go fishing or roll over the top of one.
Here's our 2-2 delivery from Bonnie. Slow breaking ball, big swing and a miss. And Maloney is out number 2. What a big out for Bonnie to get Maloney.
Wow.
Maloney's out number 2 on the swinging. Similar situation from yesterday, and Constantino Scopoletti stepped in and picked up his teammate.
Certainly did.
Maloney looking to do the same right here, and there's a fastball, elevated swing and a miss by Scopoletti, and that strikeout of Maloney has brought this Cardinals crowd to life here at Jennifer Reardon Stadium. Now Bonnie working at a feverish pace. There it is. Scopoletti does it. He takes a hanging curveball, lines it into left field for a 2 RBI single. Great job by Constantino Scopoletti picking up Tegan Maloney there.
Huge at bat. That was a repeat of yesterday. Constantino did the exact same thing. Bases loaded, strokes one into left field, gets 2 RBIs.
Good job by the Colts here to extend their 2-run lead now to 4 runs. That'll bring up Nicholas Barcelo with the runner in scoring position.
Whenever Scopolitas gets back into the dugout and they go out on the field, Maloney's going to give him a little pat on the back after that one, helping him out.
There's a breaking ball, misses wide, ball 1. All Scopoletti's got to tell him, hey, buddy, just keep filling up the strike zone. I like not having to field anything in this wind out there in center field.
Yes, sir.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses up high and away. 2 balls the count on Nicholas Barcelo here in the bottom of the second, with the Colts leading by 4 runs now, 5-1 here in the 3A state championship. There's a fastball right above the belt, called strike 1. 2 balls and a strike on Barcelo. Barcelo with a 2 RBI single back in the first inning. There's another fastball hit high in the air. This could be trouble. It's in no man's land, and it does hit the ground. It's going to be another RBI single for Barcelo. Rounding third and touching home is Michael Ortega. Courtesy runner Caden Carter will now go to first base. The Colts here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second with runners at the corner. Constantino Scopoletti around a second. He was running on contact, and he has good speed. He makes it to third base. That ball was just in what we call the Bermuda Triangle.
Certainly
the
was.
First baseman was giving chase. The second baseman was giving chase. The right fielder was busting in on it, and it just landed in the middle of all 3 of those. And we have the second visit of the inning, so there will be a pitching change for the Las Vegas Robertson Cardinals here in the bottom of the second inning.
Interesting move. Wonder who they're going to bring in here. We'll take a look at the stats as soon as we get a number.
We'll look at the stats, and we'll take a quick break here on Roswell's Talk FM, 106.5 KEND radio, and KSVPTV.com, audio only. We'll be back after this quick break.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
Welcome back to the Nusenda Credit Union 3A State Championship. We are here on the west side of Albuquerque at Jennifer Reardon Sports or Baseball Complex. Maybe I should call it Sports Complex because I can see it set up for softball. Another big inning for the Colts. 3 runs here in the bottom of the second inning to extend their lead to 5 runs now.
And the Colts hitters have done it all with 2 outs, or at least scored the runs with 2 outs.
It has been a 3-run, 2-out rally. Looking to extend it is Noah Martinez. Noah grounded out to the pitcher his last at-bat. Defensively for the Cardinals, now pitching is Brian Lucero, a senior. He moved from shortstop to the mound. He picks to first base. And the tag, boy, that was a close play at first base. Caden Carter barely dives back in safely. Definitely not what you want in your courtesy runner here. Here's Lucero's first pitch, and it's laced out to the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 3. It is caught by the new shortstop. Oh, who's the new shortstop out there? Diego Mays. Yep. All right, Diego Mays. And that will do it for the Colts here. That was a sharp hit ball by Noah Martinez. So he is out number 3 on the L6 there for the Colts. For the Colts in the bottom of the second inning, we have 2 hits, no Cardinal errors, 3 Colt runs, and 2 runners left on base for the Colts in the bottom of the second inning. They are up now 6-1 here after the 2 complete innings. Once again, that was 2 hits, or did we have 3? Let me make sure of that. No, it was 2 hits. Scopoletis and Barcelo recorded the hits on there. And we will stick right here after 2 complete innings. It is 6-1. The New Mexico Military Institute Colts with a 5-run lead here in the 3A state championship game. Jeff, want to make a comment out there, about the Scopoletis and his big 2-out hit after Maloney. These young men, probably a lot of expectation on the pitcher Maloney, but as an ex-pitching coach, I don't want that pitcher to be focusing on his at-bats. I want him to concentrate on the mound.
Good call.
And it's nice that Teagan has a kid behind him hitting, picking him up.
Scopolitis right now, I mean, if you're looking at it, MVP of the tournament, in my opinion, maybe Grant Maloney. I mean, Teagan and Yepes have been awesome and have done great things, but a kid like Scopolitis stepping up, the junior, and didn't play a lot of baseball before and has just done a great job.
Well, we'll be back to the top of the lineup here. Junior Elijah Ortiz now hitting. He takes the first pitch fastball for ball 1, a second pitch fastball, and he fouls it off to the left side, evens the count at 1-1. I know the kind of athlete that Teagan is. He knows what kind of player he is, and he wants to help his own cause, but I like to focus on the mound. There's the first pitch breaking ball. Grant Maloney scoots off, gives a good underhand feed to Maloney, and Maloney beats Ortiz to the bag, and it's out number 1. Fine feed by Grant Maloney to his cousin Teagan, and it is the 3-1 put out. That is a more difficult play, and Ortiz showed good hustle down the line and made the play close. He dove in, and it was a bam-bam play for out number 1.
Good range by Maloney on that at first base. He went a long way deep into the hole, and he kind of had his little underhand, but a hard toss to Maloney, and Teagan Maloney right there to make the play at the bag.
Yes, and Teagan showed his athleticism there. We always try to tell those infielders, the big deal is that pitchers are not supposed to be athletes, and Teagan shows it right there. And we try to tell first base we want the feed to always be above his belt, and that was a little bit below his belt, and Teagan did a great job backhanding that and able to keep his focus well enough to step on the bag. I hope Teagan's not upset. That's the first non-strikeout out of this ball game here in the top of the 3rd inning. There's a good first pitch fastball. It's a jam out to Anaya. Plays it on 2 hops, and he fires it over to Maloney for out number 2. 4-3 put out for out number 2.
Well, those quick ground outs, they keep your pitch count down, make sure you're going to be able to go the distance, right? You can't strike them out, all of them, and you don't want your team to get bored out there in the field.
Exactly. Us old pitching coaches, we like to tell them, yeah, my ideal game is 21 pitches.
Yes, sir.
Get me a 1 pitch out every time, and I'll be completely happy. I get home early for dinner and those kind of things. It's nice.
Yes, sir.
That'll bring to the plate 3-hole hitter, new pitcher now, Brian Lucero. Lucero's a senior. First pitch fastball elevated, ball 1. Missed up and in.
Batter thought about going after it, but then pulled back.
There's a 1-0 delivery. It's a fastball on the outside edge. I would imagine in that Robertson dugout, the coaches test by thinking, hey, guys, we're probably not going to wait this guy out. He's got 120 pitches. He's around the zone, so if you get it started, you might as well go ahead and take a pass at his good fastball.
Yeah, sure.
There's another one, and there's example right there.
Yeah,
it could be down the line.
It's fair.
And it is just foul, calls the first base umpire.
He's got a better angle than me, but I sure
Good
thought
thing
that
from-
looked inside the
From
line.
my angle here, that definitely looked to be inside the white line, but it was a foul ball. That will even the count. Lucero with a great swing on a Maloney outside fastball, and he laced it to right field, and the wind just not strong enough. 3 minutes ago, that ball might have blown in fair, or
Might have
maybe
been into center field.
could have been to Barcenas' glove. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and it's a changeup down, and he busted out the shortstop. He's out of the box. Yepes with a strong throw on the run across to Maloney for out number 3. It's 3 ground ball outs for Tegan Maloney. Lucero took a good changeup, punched it out to a slow roller out to Yepes. Yepes fielded it on the run, threw on the run to Maloney for out number 3. So for the Cardinals in the top of the 3rd inning, it is zeros across the board. No runs, no hits, no Colt errors, and no Cardinal runs. At the end of 2.5 innings, it is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 6, the Las Vegas Robertson Cardinals 1. What do we need? We'll take a quick break here on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 after this short break. Thank you.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Welcome back to baseball action here. Richard West leading off for the Colts. He takes the first pitch fastball and fouls it down the left field line. He's down 0-1. Lucero now the pitcher for the Cardinals. Good breaking ball, and it's laced to right field. It's a shot out there. Great job by the right fielder to cut that off and hold West to a single. That ball was well struck. Took an inside fastball, got the barrel out, and laced it out in the right field. And the Colts, with nobody out, have the leadoff runner on here again. It's been the formula for the Colts here in this championship ball game, getting the leadoff hitter on.
Let's go get 3 more, Coach, and keep the pressure on.
Now at the plate, Grant Maloney. Maloney was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. There's a fastball bounced in. Great job by Diesler to knock that down at the plate and keep West at first. It's ball 1 on Maloney. We are here at the Nissan Credit Union New Mexico State Baseball Tournament 3A championship game. Lucero comes set. Here's the 1-ball delivery. It's a fastball skied high on the infield. Maloney better head down to first base. It's catcher's interference. Catcher's interference is called on that.
Okay.
Maloney kind of threw me off there because he turned immediately and took his leg guard off. And I'm thinking, young man, you better get your tail down to first base.
Right, this wind, there's no telling what's going to happen.
It is catcher's interference, so Maloney will get first base on the CI, and West will advance to second base on the CI as well. Robertson, head coach, coming out asking for clarification on that. And it must have been for sure because Maloney turned immediately to the dugout, threw his bat.
Umpire called it.
And like I mentioned, yes, the home plate umpire did stick out his right arm and signaled the obstruction there. That will bring up Rodolfo Anaya. Let's hope he remembers rule number 1. Bunt strikes here. as I'm sure Coach Blackwell's got some small ball in. As soon as I say that, Anaya takes a first pitch fastball away for a call strike one.
No attempted bunt at all on that.
No, didn't show bunt at all. There's a swing and a miss on a good fastball on the outside corner by Cardinals pitcher Brian Lucero. He's up on Anaya.
Got to think curveball
0-2
here with the 2 strikes.
Here's the kick and the delivery. No, it's a fastball elevated.
Different pitcher, though, too.
Yes, sir. He seems to be a little more firm than Bonnie was. Good job by Anaya there, fouling off the ball, staying alive. 3-8 championship game here. We're in the bottom of 3. Colts looking to extend their 5-run lead. There's the good breaking ball.
Just a pitch later.
It is
Had
a
to
pitch
set him
later.
up first.
Anaya is out number 1 on the strikeout looking. That'll bring to the plate the top of the Colt lineup, Javier Yepes. This will be his first time to face Brian Lucero.
Has not seen a strike yet. 8 straight balls there in his first 2 plate appearances.
He has not. Maybe Lucero's going to challenge him here. 2 runners on. There is a fastball, but it misses down low, so the 9th ball that Yepes has seen.
Being very patient, I do like that. He's typically a little bit more of a free swinger for the Colts.
There's a fastball grounded over to the first base. He's going to choose to tag the bag first. So it will be a ground out for Yepes. 3-U for out number 2. Big out for Lucero there. Looked like Yepes was out in front of a changeup there. Good changeup by Lucero. And the first baseman, Diego Marcos Vigil, decided to step on the bag instead of try to get the lead runner at second or at third. So it's 2 outs here. Colts with 2 runners in scoring position. There's a first pitch fastball that misses in to Michael Ortega.
Yeah, that ball hit sharply enough. He might have been able to make the play, but he took the safe out. And
There's a fastball in. Diesler may have a play. He's stumbling and cannot get there. Evens the count at 1-1.
Lucero only was 7.2 innings pitched on the season there for the Cardinals, despite being the senior, but doing a great job right here.
He is. He's doing his best to hold this lead at 5 runs. There's a breaking ball, turns Ortega in, and it breaks just inside. It's ball 2. Like to see Ortega just roll the shoulder, not turn so heavily there in case he sees that ball breaking back. There's a fastball, misses down and away, 3-1. Tegan Maloney on deck.
Catcher wanted the call on that one. It was close, but just a little bit off the dish.
Like to see Ortega tunnel a pitch here, 1 spot only. There is a good fastball. Oh, and it misses just wide for a 5-pitch walk.
Loads him up there and brings to the plate Tegan Maloney, and so he can help himself out. But as you said, I think this is one of those where you tell a kid, go out there, focus. Your goal is on the mound. Anything you do at the plate is just extra gravy.
That's right. Here's the first pitch from Lucero to Maloney. 2-seam fastball runs away, and it's called strike 1 on the outside corner. Lucero to the full windup now. Base is full of Colts here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lucero steps off, asks Diesler for a new pitch. Tense moments here for Lucero. Here's his wind and the 0-1 delivery. It's a breaking ball, misses up high.
Maloney can definitely get it done. He is 5 for 6 in this tournament so far with 4 RBIs, 4 runs scored.
And he's out in front of that changeup, and he nubs it out on the plate. He's down 1-2. And from my recollection, at least 2 intentional walks.
Yes, sir. And actually make it 5 for 7. Wasn't count the first at bat today.
It's a 1-2 count on Maloney. Here's a delivery. It's another changeup. Good take by Tegan. I'm impressed with the Lucero changeup.
That was pretty pitch, Coach.
He's got good arm action on it. 2-2's the count. If I'm a bet man, he goes back to that same changeup. No, it's the breaking ball. Swing and a miss by Maloney over the top of that, and he's out number 3. on the swinging strikeout.
Big time strikeout.
And for the first time, the Colts do not score a run in this ball game. They will strand 3. There was 1 hit, no Cardinal errors, 3 runners left on base, and no Colt runs at the end of 3 complete. It is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 6, the Robertson Cardinals 1. We'll be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this short break.
Attention Roswell Coyote fans. When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits that you thought possible. The new 2024 Honda Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of the Roswell Honda Rugged Trail Sport lineup. Roswell Honda, proud support.
At PecosValleyEquipment.com.
Welcome back, baseball fans. We're here at the Nissan Credit Union 3A State Championship at the New Mexico State Baseball Tournament. We are in the top of the 4th inning. The Colts with a 5-run lead. Great job the last half inning by Cardinals pitcher Brian Lucero. Got to tip my hat to that young man.
No doubt.
Faced a tough situation with the tough part of the Colt lineup. He had a bases loaded situation there with the dangerous Tegan Maloney at the plate and executed some great pitches.
Any special words of advice that you be giving to your team after that? You just they finally got a 0 on the board. If you're the Cardinals coach, what do you do to try and inspire them?
Of course, you're looking for any small victories you can get, and that definitely was won by Lucero. There's a good fastball, jam shot, and it's caught in the air by Nicholas Martinez. Good job of cutting that ball off, not letting it hit the ground, and Diesler is 1 out on a jammed fastball. The last time he was able to fist that ball out to left field, he just couldn't get that one.
Noah Martinez right there ready to make the play on that one, no doubter. Caught it in the air, 1 out.
That'll bring to the plate freshman Diego Mays. He is the new shortstop. He went from third base. Warning to Maloney.
He just
One ball.
Go to his mouth on the rubber.
One ball is given the count. He must have went to his mouth while he was on the mound. There's a breaking ball, slider, misses just away. Ball 1. Actually, it's ball 2, 2-0 on the freshman Diego Mays, the new shortstop for the Cardinals. There's a fastball, splits the plate, called strike 1. Mays started this ball game at third, and with the pitching change of Bonnie went to third. Mays now the shortstop. Good fastball, misses just wide. 3-1 the count on Diego Mays. And the Cardinals will now be looking for their first base runner of this ball. No, not their first base runner. The first base runner since the first inning.
Yes, sir.
There's a fastball on the outside corner, full count. Looked like the home plate umpire wanted to ring him up there. Forgot, mid.
Wait a minute, we'll only have 1 strike.
Mid-hand grenade pull. That's only the second strike here. Here's the full count delivery. Fastball misses down, and it's Maloney's first base on balls. He hit 2 guys back in the first inning. And the Cardinals will have a runner on first base with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Diego Marcos Vigil. He was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Maloney with the long hold kick. 2-seam fastball, big swing and a miss by Diego Marcos Vigil. He's down in the count, 0-1.
Vigil, a solid 324 hitter for the Cardinals on the season, and also the RBI leader with 24.
He's a right-handed hitter. There's a pick attempt, and Mays dives back in safely. Like the look of Diego Marcos Vigil, no gloves, old-fashioned guy.
Yeah.
There's a fastball up and in, and he swings and misses. Ball gets away from Barcelo, but not far enough for Mays to advance. Vigil is down in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, it seems like you see more and more of those kids going with the oven mitt there on the hand, on the sliding hand.
Right. As the runner at first base is trying to put it on, he forgot he had it on, and once he dove back in, then he decided to pull it out of his back pocket and put it on.
Of course he did.
There's another pick attempt of Mays. Here's the kick.
I think you heard you,
fastball
Coach.
up and in, swing and a miss.
Coach.
Swing and a miss, and that's Maloney's 7th strikeout of the game for out number 2.
Yeah, he did. He just took both those gloves off and just threw them to his to the first base coach there. So
that'll bring to the plate sophomore number 20, Diego Jaramillo. Diego, another right-handed hitter. 2 down here for the Colts. Slide move, 2-seam fastball up and in. He swung, and that got a piece of him. But he swung at that pitch, so it will be a strike 1. Double pain there. It's a strike, and he hit him.
yeah,
And Maloney
he's going to take a quick
hit him there with the, I want to say that good 2-seamer is probably good 84 to 86 miles an hour.
Yeah, just glancing off the hands on the bat. It's going hard ball onto hard bat.
Right.
That's not fun.
Coaches check him out, and Diego Jaramillo tells him, I'm fine. Good job by that young man shaking it off. The Cardinals are starting 2 sophomores today here in Jaramillo and right fielder Isaiah Rivera Maestas.
Maestas was the guy who got the win in Game 2 in the semifinal.
There's a fastball. He shook that off right. He laced it to left field. There's going to be a play at third base. Strong throw by Barcenas. Not in time, though, and there's the single by Diego Jaramillo to right field. He took a fastball away and just stayed on it. Drove it to right field for a single. Good base running by Mays. He hit second, continued to third with 2 outs. Good strong throw by Barcenas, just not in time to get the speedy Mays. That'll bring to the plate Nathan Birch. Birch, a junior second baseman.
You got 2 outs here, Coach.
2 down, first and third. Elevated fastball, misses up high, ball 1. We'll see what the Cardinals have in mind for first and third offense here. See what Coach Blackwell has in mind. Probably going to trust Barcelo here to throw down to second, I would imagine. Here's a slide step, good pitch to throw on. It's a throw that carries Yepes to the right field side of the bag, and he does not have a chance to tag out the speedy Jaramillo. It's a stolen base for Jaramillo, and ball 2.
Third base runner did not go, so now you got runners on second and third.
2 runners in scoring position here, Jeff, with 2 down. Birch at the plate. Good fastball at the belt. Called strike 1, 2-1 the count.
Looks like Maloney
Actually, I got that backwards. It's 1-2. That second pitch must have been called a strike. Birch asked for timeout. It's granted at the plate. 1-2 count here.
Little surprised with the throwdown on that last play, Coach. You got a 180 hitter here with 2 outs. I think this is one where you just go after the plate, and Barcelo almost made the overthrow into center field.
Well, you got to trust your veteran shortstop. There's a breaking ball. Breaks over the heart of the plate. Freezes Birch for out number 3, and Maloney's 8th strikeout of this ball game. And the Cardinals strand 2 runners in scoring position. So for the Cardinals, in the top of the 4th inning, it was 1 hit, no Colt errors, 2 runners stranded on base, and at the end of 3.5 innings, it is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 6, the Robertson Cardinals 1. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com, audio only, and Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this break.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not,
our new business solution is providing an amazing Wi-Fi experience. Frankie's Cafe is booming more than ever. I'm here, undercover, to check it out.
Oh, excuse me. Hi. Would you mind taking a video I can upload to TikTok?
Oh, this happens a lot. Sure, I'm a TikTok guy. You can add different music.
Oh, no, I meant, can you take a video of us?
And that's called a photo.
Diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Sender Credit Union 3A State Baseball Championship. 2 pitches have occurred since we've been away. 2 balls to the big hitter for the Colts, Constantino Scopoletis, the junior center fielder. Here's the 2-0 delivery. It's a fastball, skied out to shallow right field, long run. It's going to be a tough play, and once again, it lands in the Bermuda Triangle. Scopoletis must be living right. He now has a single, a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Once again, another Bermuda Triangles type of hit. Right fielder breaking in on it, center fielder breaking in on it, second baseman running out, and it lands in the middle of all of them. Scopoletis on first base with a single.
6th base hit of the tournament for Scopoletis.
That'll bring up catcher, junior number 20, Nicholas Barcelo. Barcelo with 3 RBIs in this ball game. Oh, he takes a fastball and rips it to left field. Great read by the left fielder out there. Does a great job running back. Catches that ball maybe 5 steps short of the warning track for out number 1.
Well struck ball, though. Got the pitch he wanted and turned on it into left field, but left fielder playing back a little bit and made a perfect play.
Fine play out there by Elijah Ortiz, especially in some windy conditions. That'll bring up to the plate Noah Martinez. Here's Brian Lucero's first pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Great job of putting the breaking ball on the outside edge. 0-1 the count on Noah Martinez, excuse me. Scopoletis, the runner at first. Fastball misses down and in, ball 1.
Good take there by Martinez on the inside fastball.
Coach Blackwell has yet to challenge Diesler behind the plate. Don't know if that's scouting report. Don't know if he's just wanting to allow his hitters to take it. There's a sharp ground ball to third. Fine play by Bonnie. Bonnie to second, and they will force out Scopoletis at second base. Scopoletis out number 2 on the 5-4 putout. Once again, effective use of the changeup by Brian Lucero. This young man, since coming in, has been able to stymie the Colt offense. Martinez will reach first base on the fielder's choice. Pick attempt of Martinez. He's back in safely. Richard West now at the plate. He hit a sharp single out to right field his last at-bat off of Lucero. There's a foul tip at the plate. Good outside fastball by Lucero. Good swing by West. And it's strike 1 on the Colt DH.
You got to wonder why they didn't pitch Lucero more in the regular season. I guess they found enough, and they did a good job. They were 16-7 on the regular season.
Good breaking ball, swing and a miss.
I'm just surprised with how well he's pitching against this Colt lineup. Only 7.2 innings pitched previously.
There's a number of things, maybe an injury had kept it, arm injury, kept him sidelined. Fastball, good job by West to foul it off and stay alive here.
Excellent point, Coach. Didn't even think about that.
No. Because I agree with you. This young man has command of 3 pitches today.
Yeah. Curveball's working well, inside, outside, fastball.
There's a breaking ball, backdoor attempt. Diesler tries back pick, and it gets away from the first baseman. And Martinez will advance to second base. It was a breaking ball down, ball one on West. Diesler attempt to back pick, throws the ball low, and Vigil could not get that pitch and gets away from him far enough to advance the runner. There's a breaking ball, skied down the right side. Windy conditions, right fielder backpedaling, and he makes the head-high catch for out number 3.
He almost didn't go back quite far enough. The wind just kept blowing and blowing that ball further and further back, but a nice job to make the fielding play there in right field.
Right, and it's for the Colts in the bottom of the 4th inning. Zeros across the board. No runs, no hits, no Cardinal errors at the end of 4 complete. The score remains the Colts 6, the Cardinals 1. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
Welcome back to the Ascenda Credit Union 3A State Championship ball game here. Having some fun, visiting with a old friend of mine, Alamogordo Athletic Director Alan Edmondson up here blessing us with his baseball knowledge, which he has plenty of.
And also former NMMI Board of Regents member as well. So
he does wear a number of hats. Here's Maloney's first pitch to Escarel, the Cardinals DH. It's a fastball, misses wide for ball one. Escarel strikeout swinging back in the 2nd inning. Here's the wind, and a slider misses badly on the outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Maloney gave up 1 run in the 1st inning, but posted 3 straight zeros after that. He has been maybe not unhittable, but been close.
Another breaking ball there and misses wide, 3-0. Imagine he's going to challenge Escarel here with a good 4-seam fastball, and there it is over the heart of the plate, called strike 1. Like to see Teagan continue to trust that stuff right here. Make Escarel use the stick to get on, and he does, and it's a hopper down to Martinez. Fine play by Martinez. Good strong throw across the diamond. Good stretch by Grant Maloney. And good job by Teagan Maloney to come out of that 3-0 count and get out number 1 on the 5-3 put out.
Gotta love that. Went behind 3-0, threw 2 straight fastballs, got the ground out, and another excellent play at third base by Noah Martinez.
Yes, could have been tricky there. That ball had a lot of topspin there, and he did a good job taking 1 retreat step to get the ball in the 2nd hop instead of trying to short hop that. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Elijah Ortiz. He takes the fastball up, ball 1. Ortiz retired last time on a ground ball to the right side of Grant Maloney. He backhanded it and gave the underhand toss to Maloney. There's a swing and a miss on a good breaking ball. 1-1 the count on Elijah Ortiz.
Ortiz, 320 on the season for the Cardinals, and he is the run scorer for him with 27, leads the team.
Slider on under his hand, swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count on Elijah Ortiz. Here's the 1-2 fastball, misses up and away, evens the count at 2-2 on Elijah Ortiz here in the top of the 5th inning. Maloney in the full windup. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Dropped down a little bit there. Tried to give the sweeper and misses wide. Full count. That's the first time I've seen Maloney in this contest change his arm angle a bit. Maybe wanted to show Ortiz a little something different. Fastball down and away. Swing and a miss for Maloney's 9th strikeout of the game. Maloney with the good two-seam fastball there. Ran away from Ortiz, the left-handed hitter. And he pulled off of it for the swing and a miss. Out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. That'll bring to the plate third baseman Connor Bonney. Bonney, the starting pitcher in this ball game. Right-handed hitter. Where's number 5? Good fastball in the outside corner. Misses just wide. Ball 1. Bonney, a senior.
Excellent batting average, .481 on the season for the Cardinals.
Breaking ball up high. Slider possibly there. Call strike 1. Here's the one and delivery. Good breaking ball, and it's fouled off to the right side. Was able to have some good conversation with Coach Edmondson's head coach, Coach Galbraith, out there.
Okay.
He was Coach Galbraith giving me a hard time about my stories of Coach Edmondson.
Nice.
There's a fastball miss up and away. He's told me he was going to let Coach Edmondson know everything I said to him, and I told him Coach Edmondson would let him know there's not a single thing that was untrue about what I said about him. 2-2 delivery from Maloney to Bonney. It's a sharp ground ball out to Yepes. Yepes fills it on the run, throws to a sharp throw to Maloney, and it's out number 3 on the 6-3 put out. My goodness, Yepes, what a confident young man out there. Great baseball IQ. For the Cardinals in the top of the 5th inning, once again, zeros across the board. No hits, no Colt errors, no runners left on base, and no Cardinal runs after 5.5. It is the Colts 6, the Cardinals 1. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
Are you ready to succeed? The health education programs at ENMU Roswell can set you up for success with a wide variety of courses such as emergency medical services, fire science, medical assisting, nursing, and respiratory therapy. ENMU Roswell can prepare you for a rewarding career in the healthcare industry. ENMUR stacks courses in order to get the student into a job as quickly as possible while creating a pathway for more advanced certifications, licenses, and degrees. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Success starts here.
Check out some of the Markdown Madness specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. 30-count variety packs of Capri Sun are $7.98 each, and boxes of Kraft Original Mac and Cheese are 5 for $5. In produce, Farm Fresh Super Select cucumbers are 3 for $1, and 5-count bags of Haas avocados are $2.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless beef top sirloin steaks are $6.99 a pound, and family packs of bone-in sirloin cut pork chops are $1.49 a pound. These are just some of the Markdown Madness bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Oh boy, sorry, Jeff. Welcome back, baseball fans. The Nusenda Credit Union State Baseball Tournament 3A championship game here between the New Mexico Military Colts and the Robertson Cardinals. There's a first pitch breaking ball from Brian Lucero to leadoff hitter Grant Maloney. He takes it over the heart of the plate for called strike 1. Fastball on the second pitch misses down and away, evens the count at 1-1. Grant Maloney is continue to be on the bases for Coach Brad Blackwell. There's a breaking ball, bounces in. Ball 2.
Excellent hitter, .429 on the season, and gets it done also with the extra base hits. 6 doubles, 6 triples, 2 dingers.
He takes an inside fastball from Brian Lucero, laces it past Bonney at third base. Hits first, is going to attempt to have a double, and it slides in. Second base, and oh my gosh, a scary play at second base.
Yeah, a little collision there between Grant Maloney sliding in head first and the second baseman, and the second baseman down now for the Cardinals.
Maloney sliding in head first, and the second baseman dangerously straddling the bag at second base, and Maloney's momentum carried him into the left leg of second baseman
Grant Maloney, not a small player either. I mean, he's probably about 220 and about 6'1".
Nathan Birch is down on the turf here. Nothing dirty about that play. A hustle play all the way around. Birch had his head turned to left field, waiting to receive the throw from Mays.
Yeah, eyes on the ball.
Great job by Ortiz out in left field to cut that ball off and make a good sharp throw to the cutoff man, Mays. Mays with a good throw over to Birch, and a hustling Grant Maloney dives head first into second base. And just an unfortunate deal there. The training staff here out looking at Nathan Birch, who's on the turf out near second base. We'll take this moment on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio to take a quick break.
Are rates and inflation getting you down? Roswell Nissan thinks 0 is a much better number, as in 0.0% on brand new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, and low rates on brand new Armadas, Rogues, and Altimas. Roswell Nissan is the home of the largest used car supercenter in the state. A massive selection of trucks and SUVs, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. And now through May 31st, hit no payments for 90 days, and payments as low as $199 a month. Think low, think 0 at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
Welcome back to the Nusenda Credit Union 3A State Championship game. Nathan Birch being escorted off the field by the Robertson training staff, noticeably limping on that left leg. We'll have a new second baseman in the ball game. It'll be number 3 entering this ball game.
Isaiah Rivera Maestas.
The DH, Isaiah Rivera Mestis, is the right fielder. Maybe we're going to have a new outfielder. Out in right field. Here's the first pitch to Anaya. It's a sharp ground ball down to Bonnie. Bonnie checks Maloney back at first base, and it's a bam play at first. And Anaya is out number 1 at first base on the fine play by Bonnie. Took a 2-hop ground ball from Rodolfo Anaya. Out number 1 on the 5-3 putout. It was bam. Bonnie did a great job to look Maloney back to second base. Do we have a number on that right fielder yet?
23, Coach.
23, junior Juanito Espinosa, now playing right field for Robertson. He enters the ball game for Birch. That'll bring to the plate. Left-handed hitter Javier Yepes. He takes a first pitch fastball over the outside corner, called strike 1. Colts with a runner in scoring position here now, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another fastball on the outside corner, called strike 2. Think Yepes thinks those balls are a little bit wide. He may have to get on the dish.
Yep, he's also able to go opposite field, too, pretty well. He's got 4 hits so far in the past 2 games.
Good pitching by Lucero. He tries the fastball just a little bit wider. Good take by Yepes. 1-2. Big breaking ball, swing and a miss. That's been the formula to get those big left-handed hitters out for the Colts.
Certainly has. Done it to Tegan Maloney twice, and now once to Yepes.
Shows him fastball away, then drops the big 12-6 on the back knee. And Yepes swings over the top for out number 2. That'll bring up Michael Ortega. Let's see if he can take a page out of Constantino Scopoletti's book here and get a RBI knock after a big left-handed hitter. Fastball up and in, ball 1 to Michael Ortega. Lucero set, hands high, inside move. Hustles Maloney back to second base. Once again, Isaiah Rivera Mestis is now playing second base for the Cardinals. He's holding Maloney on out at second base. Here's the one-ball delivery from Lucero, and it's a liner shortstop, fielded by Mays just at his shoulder. Hard hit ball just by Ortega, just right at him. And for the Colts, in that inning, one hit, no Cardinal errors, one runner left on base, no Colt runs at the end of 6 complete. Am I 5 complete?
5 complete.
5 complete at the end of 5 complete. Sorry, folks, I'm ahead. It is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 6, the Robertson Cardinals 1. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
Attention Goddard Rocket fans! Do you love your car? Well, Roswell Hyundai wants to help you keep your current car with a lower payment. Introducing Refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai wants to help you refinance your current vehicle with rebates and discounts to lower your payment. If you're ready to upgrade, Roswell Hyundai has a fresh inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. With special financing available, Hyundai can help regardless of your credit with I-10 accepted. Don't forget, all new Hyundais come with a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty and 2 years of free oil changes. So upgrade your ride or refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd, proud supporter of Goddard Rocket Sports.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to baseball here at the New Santa Credit Union 3A State Championship here at Jennifer Reardon Sports Complex. First pitch breaking ball, and it's hit by Brian Lucero deep into left center field. It's going to be extra bases for Lucero. Scopoletti fields the ball there. Gets it in, hits the second cutoff man. It's a stand-up triple for Brian Lucero.
The senior comes up big there with a hit in the gap in between left and center. Went all the way to the fence and comes away with a leadoff triple now for the Cardinals.
Cardinals looking to scratch into this 5-run lead.
Well, it has been a defensive ball game, a defensive battle since the end of the second inning. 6 straight zeros on that board, Coach.
Yeah, that's when Brian Lucero entered this ball game in relief of Connor Bonney. That'll bring to the plate Cardinals catcher Diesler. There's an elevated fastball taken for ball 1. Brennan Diesler, junior catcher here, has done a fine job behind the plate today. Maloney in the windup. Fastball on the inside corner, call strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1 on Diesler.
Another dangerous hitter with Diesler. He is .446 on the season with 25 base hits, 19 RBIs.
Good breaking ball from Maloney for strike 2 called. And Diesler's down 1-2. Colt defense is back all the way around. Coach Blackwell choosing to surrender a run here on a ground ball to the infield. Martinez creeps in to even with the bag. Good fastball. Diesler does a great job to fight that off. We'll do 1-2 again.
Inside pitch right on the hands, but he managed to fight it off, like you said.
Diesler with the single back in the first inning. Maloney, Barcelo setting up away. Let's see if he gets the slider on the outside edge. And there it is.
Yep.
We get the slider and a swing and a miss.
You called it perfectly, Coach. Pretty pitch, down low and outside, and Diesler just swung over the top of it.
Out number 1 there. Maloney's 10th strikeout unofficially there on the day. That'll bring up freshman Diego Mays, now playing shortstop for the Cardinals. First pitch fastball from Maloney, misses wide, ball 1.
Big out. Now Maloney passed some of the bigger hitters there in the Cardinals order. Let's see if he can set them down here.
We're here in the top of the 6th inning, this 3A state championship ball game. There's a breaking ball that gets away from Maloney, misses above and behind Mays. 1 ball. 2 balls, excuse me, the count on Diego Mays. Fastball, big swing and a miss by Mays, 2-1.
Yeah, gotta take that big hack. You're up in the count, 2-1, hitter or 2-0. Hitters count, give everything you got, hit it hard.
Barcelo setting up away. Breaking ball, misses in. Takes the count to 3-1. May stranded at third base back in the 4th inning. Maloney fastball in, and another Cardinals hitter swings at a pitch that almost hit him.
Yeah, probably was ball 4 there, Coach.
Definitely going to be ball 4, and instead it's full count. Maloney's full count delivery. Fastball swing and a miss for the 11th strikeout of this ball game for Tegan Maloney. Maloney looking to strand Brian Lucero with the leadoff triple here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring to the plate Diego Marcos Ville, the Cardinals' first baseman. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. First pitch slider catches the outside corner, called strike 1.
Vigil, 324 on the season. He is tied for the RBI lead with the man who's sitting atop third base, Brandon Lucero.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball on the outside corner, painted, called strike 2. Good execution of the fastball right there. Now Maloney has any pitch that he wants to throw. He's got Vigil set up here. Barcelo setting up away. And he cannot check his swing. It's a fastball off the plate to the right side for the 12th strikeout of this ball game for Tegan Maloney. He does strand that leadoff triple for the Cardinals in the top of the 6th inning. It was 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, no Colt errors, and no Cardinal runs. At the end of 5.5, the score remains Colts 6, the Cardinals 1. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com, audio only, and Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Welcome back to the New Senda Credit Union 3A State Baseball Championship. Outstanding job of pitching by Tegan Maloney there in the top of the 6th inning. Gave up a leadoff triple, then struck out the side.
Let's see if we can translate into something on the batting side of the side of things.
Now he's leading off. First pitch fastball misses just wide for ball 1 to Maloney. That pitch looks eerily similar to a called strike on Yeppies.
Yes, sir. I thought so, too.
Lucero to the windup. Big breaking ball, and it's hit sharply out to center field. It's going to be extra bases for Maloney. It's in the right center field gap. He hits second base, and he's going to hold up with a stand-up double.
There we go. Off of the snide, 0 for 2, but then comes back with a big leadoff double. And let's see if the Colts can get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That'll bring on courtesy runner. Looks like, oh no, and that's Coach Blackwell. He's not allowed to run for Maloney.
He'd love to try, though, and he has some good speed still, I bet.
I bet. Quite an athlete for us over at Goddard. Extremely thrilled for them in this situation. Maloney, the leadoff stand-up double. That brings up Constantino Scopoletti's with a runner in scoring position. There's a changeup that bounces in. Diesler, good job of blocking that ball.
Kind of bounced out to the mound, and then it was...
It got him on the throwing hand. He was hoping that Lucero would come down and retreat that. It's ball one. Maloney thought about advancing to third base on that, but thought better. He's like, man, my hot hitter, Constantino Scopolettis, is up at the plate. Here's a fastball. It's fish shot out to shallow center field. Center fielder breaking in on it. He makes the catch. Great read out there in center field by Diego Jaramillo. It's out number one. And finally, they retire Scopolettis. He's out number one on the F8. Maloney retreats back
Thought
to
he was
second
going to
base.
get another one to drop there.
I did.
Just carried a little bit too much. Wind kind of blowing it back into the center field.
Here's Nicholas Barcelos. Last time took a first pitch fastball and laced it out to left field. Breaking ball bounces. Awesome job by Diesler there to keep the ball right there. Excellent job blocking. Good technique there. Got around that baseball and kept it right at the plate. Ball one on Nicholas Barcelo.
Coach, we've had runners on base pretty much every inning, just haven't managed to score.
Fastball back through the box. It's but through the middle. This is going to score Maloney. There's going to be a strong throw to the plate, not in time. Barcelo has the second base. And the shorts and the second baseman, Maestas, attempted to tag Barcelo before he had the ball, and the ball got out to center field. Good backup job there by the center fielder and the shortstop. And the Colts do just what they needed. They added on another insurance run, taking this to a 7-1 ball game. RBI single for Barcelo. He advances to second base on the throw from center field.
Clutch base hit to score the run and went to second base. They probably had him dead to rights, like you said, but a little overzealous trying to make the tag there. Too quick.
Yes, it was a good throw by Diesler at the second base, but best is just a little early. There's a hanging breaking ball, and Noah Martinez fouls it down the third base line. He's down in the count 0-1.
He ripped it, but just a little bit foul.
Now, Caden Carter, the courtesy runner out at second base in scoring position with one down here for the Colts, looking to add to this 6-run lead. Changeup misses down. Evens the count at 1-1. Got to commend Brian Lucero here. He's done a great job since he's come in relief. Another breaking ball hits sharply to Connor Bonney, and he does the good pump fake, and he's going to tag out Caden Carter at second base. Excellent veteran play there by Bonney at third base. He checked Carter. Carter didn't retreat back to the bag, so he pump fakes to first. Carter thought he's going to be able to run. Instead, he runs himself out of scoring position there without number 2. So no hit for Martinez. He receives first base on the fielder's choice. 2 outs here, and a runner at first base, Richard West, the DH, now at the plate. Fastball down and away, and West fouls it off to the left side. So Caden Carter is out number 2. He was the courtesy runner for Barcelo.
Carter just a little too aggressive on that one. Like you said, didn't retreat back, was waiting for the throw, and the pump fake just got him.
Good lead, pick attempt by Lucero, and he's back in safe is Noah Martinez.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised if they try and put Martinez in motion here, get another runner in scoring position for West.
Elevated fastball. This time West fouls it off straight back. He's down in the count. 0-2.
Yeah, count may not allow for that now, down 0-2. If it is, going to end up being a hit-and-run situation.
As effective as Grant Maloney is, I could see him putting it I mean, if he throws them out, West will come back up with the good hitting Maloney behind him. All kinds of options for Coach Brad Blackwell in the third base box for the Colts. That changeup bounces in. Once again, good job by Diesler to block that ball and keep it near enough to the plate and hold Noah Martinez over at first base.
Yeah, no attempt by Martinez. Didn't get the good read. Saw the ball hit the dirt, but saw the catcher block it and immediately shut it down.
1-2 the count on West. West, the left-handed hitter. There's a good breaking ball. Swing and a miss for out number 3. For the Colts, 2 hits. No Cardinal errors. 1 man left on base and 1 Colt run at the end of 6 complete. It is the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 7. The Robertson Cardinals from Las Vegas 1. We will be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this short break.
Are you ready to succeed? The health education programs at NMU Roswell can set you up for success with a wide variety of courses such as emergency medical services, fire science, medical assisting, nursing, and respiratory therapy. NMU Roswell can prepare you for a rewarding career in the healthcare industry. NMUR stacks courses in order to get the student into a job as quickly as possible while creating a pathway for more advanced certifications, licenses, and degrees. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Success starts here.
Check out some of the Markdown Madness specials you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. 30-count variety packs of Capri Sun are $7.98 each, and boxes of Kraft Original Mac and Cheese are 5 for $5. In produce, Farm Fresh Super Select cucumbers are 3 for $1, and 5-count bags of Haas avocados are $2.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless beef top sirloin steaks are $6.99 a pound, and family packs of bone-in sirloin cut pork chops are $1.49 a pound. These are just some of the Markdown Madness bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Lucenda Credit Union 3A State Championship game. The New Mexico Military Institute Colts with a 6-run lead here in the top of the 7th. I'm glad to be joined by New Mexico Military Institute Athletic Director Jose Baron. Welcome to the broadcast, Jose.
Thank you.
There's a first pitch fastball from Maloney, and it's promptly laced out to center field by leadoff hitter sophomore Diego Jaramillo. Colts here are 3 outs away from possibly hoisting the blue trophy.
Exciting times. We still have to get those last 3 outs. You know how it is. I'm a baseball guy, so gotta get those 3 outs out.
Toughest thing to do in baseball, get the last 3 outs of a ball game. Now at the plate, breaking ball from Maloney. It should be the number 26, Juanito Espinosa, 23, who came in for Nathan Birch. There's a pick attempt. Espinosa takes a first pitch breaking ball from Tegan Maloney for a call, strike 1. Maloney looking for the ground ball here, possible double play. Fastball, and Espinosa cannot check his swing. He's down in the count, 0-2.
He's locked in, looks like, right now.
He is. He's had command maybe since the first inning where he hit two back-to-back hitters. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. That's Maloney's 13th strikeout of this state championship ball game for out number 1.
That's 1 out. These boys have worked hard all year and worked hard for years and years together. This is an exciting prospect right here.
Awesome. I'll move that mic a little closer. 1 out. Colts 2 outs away from that blue trophy. Good breaking ball from Maloney, and Escarel swings through it. He's down in the count, 0-1. Maloney comes set. 1 strike count. Fastball by Escarel, 0-2. Coach, what's been the process since these players have had graduation already?
I tell you what,
at the Institute.
They've graduated and are already graduated literally, and they've stayed together, stayed focused. stayed focused, and they had one goal in mind. They've done a great job staying with that goal, and here we are today.
Yes, I know Coach Blackwell, a bad taste in his mouth after the first round, the quarter round elimination last year, and it was on these young players' mind to get back here and avenge that.
That's right. They knew that they had a lot more potential than what they showed last year, and they sure have come back with a vengeance.
There's a fastball down the middle. Barcelo may have an attempt at this. Nope, it catches the screen here, and it will be collected with the rest of the balls up here in the netting. 0-2's the count. We'll do it again. Escarel putting up a fight here, the senior from Robertson.
That's one thing Robertson has not given up. They've tried and tried. It's just Maloney's been locked in.
There's a swing and a miss. Escarel is out. That's the 14th strikeout for Tegan Maloney on a good breaking ball off the plate. Escarel could not hold up. It is out number 2, and the Colts are 1 out away from hoisting the blue trophy. Coach Hobie McLean going to take a mound visit here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. I imagine the conversation's going to be, do we play the infield back? Do we go ahead and surrender these bases to the runner, Diego Jaramillo? Obviously not wanting to allow a 2-out rally here.
Right, exactly. Just keep him focused and locked in on the ultimate prize here, and get him ready for what's hopefully coming.
Good.
I'm going to turn you back to Jeff Gunn so I can get ready to get down there. Appreciate you guys doing this.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Thank you very much for what you do.
You got it. Thank you for joining us. What's that?
He wants to be part of the celebration, I think, there, Coach.
I can believe it. We got to get this last out.
That's right. Got to get this last out first, though.
Left-handed hitter Ortiz is up, and he takes a first pitch fastball down and away, and it fouled off. I thought for sure that Coach McLean would come out and pull Grant Maloney off the bag of holding Jaramillo on there with the left-handed hitter Ortiz up at the plate, but Maloney still holding on. Jaramillo. Timeout here. There we go. They back up Martinez at third base. We want everybody playing no doubles here. Just take this out if we can get it. Good fastball in, and it's fouled off straight back. And the Colts are 1 strike away, 1 out away from claiming the 3A state championship and avenging their quarterfinal outing last year. These veteran players are wanting to complete that for Coach Brad Blackwell. Maloney's looking in. Timeout asked for by Elijah Ortiz. Big moment here. Maloney comes set, hands at his belt, kicks. There's a fast 2-seamer down and away, and Ortiz fights it off to stay alive here with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. The Colts leading 7-1 in this state championship ball game. Maloney looks in, nods yes to his backstop. Barcelo kicks, and he promptly hits Ortiz in the right leg with a 2-seam fastball. Ortiz hustles down to first base, and that'll move Jaramillo to second base. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 7th inning. That will bring to the plate senior Connor Bonney. Bonney hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the first. Grounded out to second in the third and grounded out to short in the 5th.
.481 batting average on the season for Connor Bonney. 17 RBIs, got a chance at least 1 here if he manages to put the ball in play and get it down for a single or more.
Here's a kick. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bonney see a couple of more of those breaking balls the way he looked on that one.
Diet of curveballs after that swing, yes, sir.
And I don't blame them. I mean, they got to get started for the high velocity of Tegan Maloney. And there's the second breaking ball away, swing and a miss. And once again, the Colts are 1 out, 1 strike away from this 3A state championship here at the Nusenda Credit Union State Baseball Tournament. Maloney looks in, comes set, hands at his belt, kicks, and it's a cold strike three on the outside corner. What a great two-seam fastball from Tegan Maloney to give Coach Brad Blackwell and the New Mexico Military Institute a state championship. Want to congratulate all the Colts, especially those seniors
No doubt.
that avenged that first-round loss last year. Tegan Maloney with 15 strikeouts
15.
in the
Wow.
state championship ball game. What a performance by that young man. Definitely want to say congratulations to the Las Vegas Robertson Cardinals on a successful season here. We want to congratulate their seniors on their roster and wish them the very best in their future. Cassius Escarel, Diego Marcus Vigil, Brian Lucero, who deserves a
He certainly does.
big tip of the hat, who came in here in relief and pitched his tail off
Certainly did.
and only gave up one run.
One run.
Senior Connor Bonney, we wish those gentlemen the best, and the future does look bright for that Robertson program. A number of underclassmen here, and they'll be back. They will be back. We hope that Nathan Birch is not injured severely. But back to the Colts. What an outstanding performance there by the New Mexico Military Institute Colts.
And it was just truly a team effort throughout all three games here in this playoff series. I mean, the Colts did. The bats got hot at the right time, and you had hitters, Skopelitis, with an incredible performance at the plate. Barcelo got hot at the right time too. Noah Martinez, a couple of clutch base hits. These are some of the unsung hitters in the Colt lineup, and they did their jobs. They got on base, and they came up big with big guys on base.
Coach, that's a very good analysis there. I mean, to win the state championship, you got to have some good breaks. You got to put 3 good ball games together there. You got to plan your pitching right, which got to tip my hat to Coach Blackwell. He did a great job of mapping out his pitching there. Almost 2 complete ball games.
Yes.
Yepes may have run out of pitches yesterday in the semifinal ball game. But once again, Coach Brad Blackwell's first state championship with a veteran ball club. Extremely happy for one of our ex-players. Extremely happy for Coach Hobie McLean and Robert Johnson and Greg Maloney. I believe Greg has had the pleasure to watch 2 of his boys, if not 3, receive blue trophies while they're at the Colts there. Maybe even Ryland was on a state championship team as well.
I don't think she may have had a state championship. She may have been, but the other 2. Wow, I'm going to have to go back and take a little look for writing up that article after this game. That's a good question, Coach. Nicely put.
Don't know if Hayden or Gavin both got one, but now
Gavin did, I think. I don't think Hayden did, and I don't think Ryland did, but I could be wrong. I may have to. I'm going to do a little research on that.
But congratulations there to Coach Maloney, and his family's laid a great legacy there at New Mexico Military Institute, and really, you pointed out Scopoletti. Want to commend Grant Maloney.
Grant Maloney, great tournament as well, no doubt.
People think it's an easy rollover at first base. He did an outstanding job defensively, but offensively there in the 8th hole, did an outstanding job of continually turning the lineup over to Yepes and Maloney and Ortega. Just an outstanding job, but once again, it just fulfills that thing of you saying, hey, it's a team effort. You look at Coach Blackwell, got valuable experience for the sophomore Rodolfo Anai yesterday, who came in and looked a little bit tight in his first 20 pitches or so. But he was able to complete that ball game, and it's a state championship for New Mexico Military Institute Colts, and what a successful ending to a wonderful season for Coach Blackwell and these Colts.
Yeah. Nicholas Barcenas, too. Game 1, went the distance, 9 strikeouts as a kid who only pitched 8.2 innings in the entire season, and comes in, throws a complete game to get you to the semifinals. So
Exactly.
truly a team effort. And defensively wise, I mean, we had maybe 2-3 errors the entire tournament. Noel Martinez, hats off to the third baseman. He made about 6-7 plays on ground outs, and that's not easy to do, and not a single error.
Coach, if I recount, I'm looking back through here. When you have a ball club that has 1 error over 3 ball games, you put yourself in a pretty good chance to win. I mean, you mentioned Barcelo, maybe 1 pass ball in 3 ball games.
Yes, sir.
When you have a backstop doing that, that just allows your pitchers to throw any pitch they want. We want to congratulate and wish the very best to these Colts seniors, Javier Yepes, Tegan Maloney, Noah Martinez, Richard West. And those seniors, we want to wish them the best in whatever comes their way. If their future has baseball in it, which we do know from Maloney, we want to wish them the very best and continued success in this ball game. And once again, congratulations. I want to thank you for joining me in these 3 games. It was a pleasure to have you and Jose. And anytime you guys need me for Institute Baseball, just let me know.
You better believe it, Coach. You are just amazing. You know the game so well, and it was a pleasure calling with you, and you did a great job. Thanks for helping us in this state championship run.
Well, we appreciate it. I want to thank my producer back in Roswell, Mike. Mike, you're outstanding. We're going to turn these broadcasts over now to Joby Hotling and Coach Lee Johnson. They will be bringing you the 4A state championship. It looks like that contest will be between the Artesia Bulldogs and the Bloomfield Bobcats.
Let's go get another one for the south part of the state, Coach.
We want to wish the Bulldogs the very best, bring another blue trophy home to southeastern New Mexico. This is Coach Henry Villarreal signing off for KEND 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
That concludes this presentation of Goddard Rocket Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Farmers Country Market, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, National Furniture Liquidators, Pecos Valley Equipment, Plateau, Richland Dodge, Richland GM, Roswell Honda, Roswell Hyundai, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing,